Welcome. This is a guided meditation designed to open, clear, and balance the heart chakra. This chakra is located in the area of the chest and lungs, and it governs issues relating to love, harmony, authenticity, and trust. The heart chakra is your spiritual home base, as in the phrase, home is where the heart is. From its central position, it harmonizes and balances the multitudes of feelings, ideas, and energy that you harbor inside of you. The heart chakra keeps your life force in a homeostatic state of balance, harmony, and neutrality. This makes it a great vessel for all of the balancing, harmonizing, and neutralizing energies that show up in your life. People with an open heart chakra often exude these balancing and harmonizing energies. For example, the heart chakra holds the element of air. The air element is a balancing and harmonizing element that's reflected through the astrological air signs of Gemini and Libra, the symbols for both of which center on the concept of balance. Even the air sign of Aquarius depicts a water bearer pouring into the neighboring sign of Pisces from the sky, symbolizing the Aquarian function of balancing thought with emotion. Open-hearted people channel the balancing and harmonizing energy of love as well. When we marry someone, we often promise to love our spouses for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health. Thus, a loving person can see the best of you and the worst of you and hold space and positive regard for both versions of you. Open-hearted people also tend to be more understanding. They may understand deep joy because they have also experienced deep sadness. They understand almost any quality or concept because they have intimately known its opposite. Those who best understand heaven are often those who have been through hell. This is a function of the heart chakra, unifying and deepening the understanding of one concept because it has intimately seen and known the opposite. This function, this unifying, balancing, and harmonizing function of the heart chakra also makes it essentially untouchable. Its centralizing and unifying energy allows it to thrive in all circumstances and in all environments. This quality of the heart chakra is captured in a biblical passage written by the Apostle Paul, who was also known as the Ascended Master Hilarion. In this passage, he writes, I have learned, in whatever state I am, to be content. I know how to be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I have learned both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. This passage reflects a quality of a balanced and open heart chakra. People with this state of balance are undisturbed or resiliently bounce back to center after being disturbed. Coincidentally, the Hindu name for the heart chakra is anahata. Anahata is a Sanskrit term that means unstruck, undefeated, undamaged. Beneath all of our trauma, beneath all of our multiple identities, and beneath all of the hats we wear and the roles we play, there is a core identity that we can call our true self, our soul. This identity resides in the heart space. Internal family systems therapists have found throughout years of study and practice that this core self remains in a state of confidence, compassion, and love, no matter what the external circumstances are that befall it. It is truly the anahata center. So although the heart space can never truly be damaged, it can be occluded, meaning that it can get lost from our conscious awareness. Deep trauma can damage a person's trust in life and therefore block off access to the energy of the heart chakra. People who have experienced traumatizing heart chakra wounds essentially have lost the capacity to trust in themselves or trust in their relationships. They don't truly trust any higher power or authority either. As a result, their energy of conscious awareness sinks downward out of the heart space and into the solar plexus chakra beneath it. They often get trapped in vicious cycles of attempting to gain and control power rather than love. The neuroaffective relation model of therapy, abbreviated NARM, describes this kind of dynamic, this trust deficiency, and its symptoms. These individuals will see themselves as inherently powerless and frequently feel threatened, and they compensate for their feelings of powerlessness and lack of control by becoming overly controlling and manipulative. They can manipulate through seduction or feigned affection, as in the case of narcissistic love bombing, or alternatively, they can manipulate via intimidation and bullying. For these types, the intimidating subtype, anger is an easily accessible emotion, and they frequently use anger to dominate people, especially those who are conflict avoidant. If you know a ruthless or conniving or backstabbing person, dive into their history, and without fail, you will find a ruthless, conniving, or backstabbing parental figure. People who exhibit this type of heart chakra wound ultimately had this behavior modeled to them at a young age. In some, they've lost the capacity to trust either in themselves or in the benevolence of life, and have lost access to the harmonizing and stabilizing energy of the heart center due to that lack of trust. But unfortunately, you can't experience love if you don't know how to trust. You can't be vulnerable if you can't trust. You can't maintain hope or faith or resilience if you don't know how to trust. Trust is indeed at the center of everything it takes to maintain an open heart. At a core level, these wounded individuals may also fear dependency. As children, they may have had their dependency needs used against them, and thus they learn to associate dependency with being used. They may have been forced to grow up too quickly, or given adult responsibilities at too young of an age. And finally, those with occluded heart chakras are masterful at projecting their flaws onto other people. They make themselves feel big by making others feel small. They make themselves feel competent by making others appear incompetent. They make themselves feel successful by making others feel like failures. These projective tendencies are just another mechanism to deflect any energy away from touching their fragile hearts. In reality, however, it is not the heart that is fragile, but the ego. In an unfortunate irony, these individuals who shield their hearts from other people in an effort to protect themselves are in fact hurting themselves. By walling off their hearts, they block their own access to the energy that can best heal and protect them. This tragic irony is captured by novelist Jonathan Safran Foer when he writes, quote, "You cannot protect yourself from sadness without protecting yourself from happiness." The following meditation can be used as often as needed to help remove obstruction from the heart chakra so that its energy can flow freely. It's best to also seek therapy, if possible, from a licensed professional and get healthy amounts of aerobic exercise where you can. Healing the physical heart and lungs tends to help the spiritual heart as well. With all of that in mind, if you're ready, let's begin. Focus your attention and your awareness on your breathing. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Notice the duality and balance inherent in the process of breathing. This simple process that you've been engaged in every second of your entire life. A breath in, followed by a breath out. You have to inhale and receive, and you also have to exhale and let go. Both have always been necessary to sustain life. As you continue breathing, notice if you seem to be doing one or more less than the other. On the inhale, are you taking in small, shallow breaths? If so, see if you can inhale more deeply and accept more life-giving air. Or maybe you're not fully exhaling, pushing all of the old and stagnant air out of your lungs. If that's the case, try to adjust your breathing on the exhale. Just make adjustments where necessary until you feel like your breathing is full and balanced. Breathing in and out. You might eventually notice that you've already become calmer, more focused, and more relaxed. Breathing in and out. When I count down from 5, I want you to let your body enter a deeply relaxed state and imagine yourself at the base of a mountain. So, feeling your body become heavy and relaxed, your eyes closed, and see yourself arriving at the base of a tall mountain in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look ahead, and standing between you and the base of this mountain are multiple versions of you. These are all the roles you have played or are playing in this lifetime. Take a look at each of these versions of you and make eye contact with each of them if you can. There's you as a child and you as the grown-up. You as the hero and you as the villain. You as the victim and you as the victimizer. Maybe you identify with one or more of these versions of you more than others. But regardless, thank all of these versions of you for the roles they've played in your life. Some known and some unknown. But all with the goal of protecting you and keeping you safe. And for that, just extend your gratitude to each of them, each of these versions of you, thanking them for the roles they've played. Ask them now, however, to step aside, just for the time being. You're about to take a walk up the side of this mountain that stands before you now, and this is a journey that you need to take alone. So once all of these versions of you have stepped aside, begin walking up a path and gradually scaling up the side of the mountain. The path may seem difficult at first, but soon it will feel easy. Each step forward will feel lighter and lighter. So just keep walking. Keep ascending up the mountain until eventually you are moving into clouds. And as you enter this cloudy area, it may be hard to see the path in front of you, but keep going. Trust yourself and trust this process and know that you are safe. You are on a clear and correct path. Keep moving forward, and eventually you'll move above the clouds and reach the top of the mountain. And now that you're at the top of this mountain, breathe in deeply. Begin to feel an energy connecting with you as you breathe in. This energy feels divine. You might call this energy your higher self. You might call it God or Goddess or Spirit. You might call it Ashe or Shakti. You might call it Reiki or Prana. I like to call it the I Am presence. Whatever this divine essence is that you are breathing and feeling at the top of this mountain, just know that it is something that exists beyond words. It can't be put into a label or a box. It cannot even be fully understood. But through grace, it can be felt and experienced. So extend yourself that grace now. Breathe in deeply and feel this essence, this presence, opening up your heart space. Expanding your heart space. Lightening and uplifting your heart space. Feel this essence and this energy moving through your pores, tracking your breathing in and out, in and out. This essence and this energy are endless. Feel the energy radiating through your heart chakra and overflowing out everywhere, all around you. And this energy stays with you as you scale back down the mountain, breathing it in and out, in and out. Whatever you call this essence, it cannot be contained. It pours out of your heart space and touches everything around you. See it begin to radiate toward all of those versions of you at the base of the mountain, saturating them and calming them. all versions of you that would like to receive this energy. With your permission, send it toward them. When you're ready, you can come back to the physical space you're in right now, knowing that at this moment your heart chakra is open, clear, and shining brightly. If you like, you can choose to extend and radiate this energy and this essence that flows through you now out to every relationship or environment connected to you, anywhere that could positively benefit from feeling its touch. Just go ahead and extend it there. And this meditation may be repeated as often as desired.